So here's the old and the new truck right before I drive off with the new one. Hi everyone. Before I get into a walk around review of my new 2018 F-150 Limited, I wanted to just take a quick look at the sticker. So it's a 2018 4x4 Super Crew 145-inch wheelbase with the 3.5 EcoBoost and the 10-speed automatic, ruby red exterior, and black with the navy pier leather, which is new for 18. The limited series is the 900A group, and it comes with a lot of standard features, adaptive cruise control, LED headlights, 22-inch rims, panoramic roof, blind spot, bunch of stuff that is an option on like the Lariat and the King Ranch and the Platinum. So by selecting the Limited, you pretty much get just about everything. So there's not that many options. The few options I did get are the ruby red paint is extra. The 355 rear axle, which is locking as well, is extra. The trailer tow package, tailgate step, and then the 36-gallon extended range fuel tank. That's I believe that comes with the max tow package on other F-150s, but with the Limited you can't get the max tow package because of the 22-inch wheels. So you have to select that extended range tank separate, and that is a great option if you're doing towing, because once you start towing, your fuel economy really goes down, and that extra range is nice. And then when you're not towing and you're getting over 20 miles per gallon, you have 600-mile range. So I definitely recommend a 36-gallon fuel tank. And then the last option there is the spray-in bed liner, which I didn't have on my last truck, but I wanted to make sure I got it on this truck. So total is 68,415. Over here we have the fuel economy rating of 19 combined, 17 city and 23 highway. My last truck had the 3.5 EcoBoost with the 10-speed, and those were just about right on. The thing with the highway rating of 23, you got to keep your speed reasonable. If you go much above 70, it really starts to cut off. Going 75, I would always get over 20. One time I did get the 23 miles an hour, or 23 miles per gallon. So it really just depends how you're driving, what kind of traffic and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, those ratings are pretty reasonable, unless you're real heavy with the throttle and drive fast. The first new feature or new difference on the 18 over the 17 is the front end, and you can see they've changed the headlights and the grille. The grille goes into the headlights more. The headlights are more C-shaped, and then the grille drops down into the bumper. The previous generation, the bumper was straight across. So it's all in all, it's a nice change and a good freshening. There's also an improvement in the lighting. I'll show you here in a second, where you've got these LED signature lamps in the headlights now. The old truck kind of had the amber that lit up the outer edge. Now you've got LED. So I'm going to hit the unlock here, and you can see how you get that signature LED around the lamps. And then I'll show you what it looks like when you're just driving around with no lights on, and then what it looks like with your lights on, as well as the fog lamps, which are now LED for 2018. So this is what the truck is going to look like when you're driving around in the daytime. The signature LED lighting is all that is on. The old truck, you could have daytime running lights where the headlights basically would be on, and you could turn that on or off in the cluster. But on this truck, the signature LED lights run during the day, and I think that's a big improvement. That looks a lot better than running around with the headlights on. So this is what the headlights and the fog lights look like when you're driving around with your lights on. The LED signature lighting is still on, and then the fog lamps now match the LED headlights. Okay, as I move around to the side here, you can see the shark fin satellite antenna up at the top, which is new. It used to be just a little black puck. I'm not sure that's an improvement, but it's color matched now. And then the new 22-inch wheels. I'm really starting to like these a lot. I thought they looked nice, but I wasn't sure they were as good as the 17 ones. But the more I look at these, the more I like them. They're nice and polished, and I think they got a good look to them. Back here in the bed, you can see the spray-in bed liner that comes from the factory if you order that option. And then over on the other side there, you can see the box link mounts where you can, it comes with cleats you install in there. I haven't installed those yet. I'll show you those when I get to the back seat. And then over in the corner here is the switch for the LED lighting in the bed. I'll show you that in a second. So here's the LED lighting, and you have this switch over here in the corner. I'll go ahead and hit it, and you can see that the two lights in the bed, that corner, and then the light up by the brake light comes on. And it's real handy at night if you're trying to load something back here. So here in the back is the tailgate, and one nice feature that the Limited has is you can hit the button on the key fob, and that'll drop your tailgate. If you don't want to do that, you can just walk up to it, and there's a little button underneath here that you can hit, and it's damped and won't slam when it goes down, just drops down gently. Moving around to the driver's side of the vehicle, I want to show you one of my favorite features of the new Fords. I almost passed it up here, which is, I mean, it's been around for quite a while, but I see a lot of other brands or other makes that still have gas caps. I mean, this, you just stick the nozzle in. When you're done, you pull it out and close the door, and you're done. So, real nice feature. And the other favorite feature is the keyless entry. You just leave the key in your pocket, come up here, put your hand on the back side of the handle, it unlocks, and you can open the door. Running boards come out, and then press this button. It locks, you walk away, never have to take the key out of your pocket. And it has the push button start on the inside to start it. So that's one of my favorite features. In the back here, see the running boards pop out. We've got the navy pier interior with the black. It's a little different than last year. The whole seat is the blue, whereas the Mojave was just on the right and left, and the center was black. The carpet back here, you had that little Mojave trim last year. Now it's black with the navy pier trim, but the rest of it seems to be the same back here. You've got the storage under the seat here. These are the cleats for the box link. Got to pull those out and get those installed. I'll work on that. Here's some other features in the back that I forgot about. Here's on the back of the center console, and you can see there's USB ports 110, and then your heated seats, and then 12 volt. And I want to say these USB ports are new, because I don't remember having those in my 17. But that's a nice feature. Moving on to the front, you can see the controls here on the door. You've got your mirror fold, mirror setting, locking out the windows, all the windows. That's all the same as 2017. Over here you've got the side mirror spotlights, left and right. Here's your headlights, and you got your dimmer over here for the interior lights. This is fog lights, and then the light in the bed, you can turn it on from here. And then this is new for 2018. It's electric parking brake. I'll show you how it works in a minute, but basically just pull that button to set the parking brake. Last year you had a pedal down here, and that's gone. So here we are inside the 2018 F-150, and I'll go ahead and start it up here and go through some of the features that are new for 2018. So the first thing I talk about over here is, I mentioned that is this new electric park brake. So if I go ahead and I pull that switch, you'll see it come up here. It's park brake on. And then to release it, you put your foot on the brake and then go ahead and hit it, push it in, and then it turns off. So kind of a nice new feature. You don't have to mess around with the big lever and press that pedal. The other thing I noticed over here that was different is they moved the switches around here for the canceling the auto start, and then the front camera. The front camera is one of my favorite features. I use it all the time when I'm pulling into a parking spot. Make sure I pull up right, or I'm centered in there. But so when I first got this truck, I was hitting the wrong button, because this used to be the front camera button, and this was the stop start disable button. So they reversed those for 2018. Another new feature for 2018 is the button on the shifter. This used to be a tow and sport mode button. Now we've got some other drive modes, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that and show you what happens. So it brings up the drive mode, and right here is normal. Then you go to tow haul, snow wet, eco. I'm looking forward to playing around with that to see what kind of mileage I can get. And then sport mode, which basically makes it run through all the gears and firms up the shift, so it gives you a little more control, and it keeps the engine RPMs up. So they had that last year, just the normal tow haul and sport mode, but new for this year is the snow wet and the eco. And then one other thing, I'm not sure everybody knows about this, but when you put it in drive, you can see the gears show up on the left. That doesn't always show up, and what you can do is hit just the plus button on the shifter, and that'll toggle that on and off. So there shows you all the gears, and as you drive you can watch it move through the gears. A lot of times it'll skip gears if you don't need it. You know, like it might go from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, depending upon how you're accelerating. So it's kind of neat to watch that. If you don't care, you can just turn it off and let it do its thing. Up top here, I'll kind of run through all these buttons on this mini console up here. So this is home link for your garage door opener. Then you've got some map lights here. This turns both the lights on. You can turn the light. This is if you want to turn the light off when you first open the door. So right now, if you open the door at night, it's going to turn the lights on in the car. If you don't want that, if you want it to be dark when you get in, you can toggle this button here. This is for the sunroof. Got the panoramic sunroof here. This button back here is for the rear window. You can slide that open. And then we've got the buttons here for the shade that covers up the panoramic sunroof, and then the map light on the other side. The last thing I want to talk about is the B&O Play stereo. It seems to be, you know, a little bit of a step up from the Sony. I don't think it's anything earth-shattering, but it does seem to be an improvement just listening to it a short while since I've had the truck. And that's about it. Here's the rest of it here. Center console, got the limited emblem with the VIN and the number and the year. And then inside here is just some storage. So oh, I did forget this. These two buttons down here on the center console, you've got your lane keeping, and then your auto park. Those were the same as last year. So I've only got 53 miles on this right now. I just picked it up earlier today, so I'm gonna be taking it down to southern Kentucky this weekend. So put a few hundred miles on it, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be towing my camper, so I'll get some, see how it should tow exactly like my old one. It's the same powertrain. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. So here's one thing on the sync system that there were some complaints on the internet about. When you hit the settings here, when I first got the car, when I picked it up, this Apple CarPlay was missing, and some people thought that they deleted that for 2018. You know, the Android Auto shows up, but this icon here does not show up until you plug your iPhone into it, and then once you plug your iPhone in, that will stay in the settings menu. So it does have Apple CarPlay for 2018. The one thing it doesn't have is you used to be able to change the lighting in the interior, like these accent or ambient lighting in the cup holders and a couple other spots in here. So it looks like for 2018 you can no longer change that. It just stays the ice blue all the time. So that part, that is true, that was deleted for 2018.